here we go.
Turns out that you don't even trust your own, so you staying with heat. You better pray on your knees so you can stay on your feet. This ain't.
Can you guys believe a Call of Duty game that has a story that's actually good for once? Black Ops might be that game. If you're looking for a decent single-player experience with a decent story, Black Ops might be the one for you for once. Now, you're not going to get any Uncharted 2 kind of storytelling or anything like that, but it's not bad. You know, for being focused so primarily on multiplayer, the single player is not bad. They definitely show a lot of love to the single player side, which is great. Basically, you are embedded with numbers that you don't know what the fuck they are. And most of the game, actually I think just about all the game except for like the last level or so, is told through flashbacks, which works out really well. It gets kind of hectic and confusing if you don't keep up with it, but if you can, then it's awesome. And it's really well done in general. The story has the intel, of course, which, you know, you can go back and collect for achievements. It's a great game for that. The PS3 does have some noticeable frame rate drops, so heads up for that. I don't know about it for the 360, but on the PS3 it definitely does.
I'm a winner, you'll see I won't lie again. And if I fail, I'll try again. Show you that I'm strong.
Onto the gameplay side of things, I mean, you know, it's Call of Duty. It's the same thing you loved about the other Call of Duties that it's probably back in this one. There's, at least on the single player side of things, you know, you can go about the campaign a lot of different ways, depending on the difficulty you're on, of course. There's like 4 different difficulties, I think, so, you know, you can adjust accordingly. For this one, I just ran through on Recruit, I think it was, just to get through it quickly so I can get the footage out for you guys. Props for that, right? But besides that, the melee kills are really awesome looking. You know, they're, like I said before, I mean, it's a high budget game, so they're gonna make it look like that.
And I was wrong, but so was she. But suck it up, cause it takes 2 to tango, so it takes 2 to fuck it up, and you know.
And actually, onto the presentation side now. Okay, wow, a lot of stuff to talk about for this one. The first thing I want to talk about is the addition of the incendiary bullets for the shotgun in the campaign mode. I love this addition. I really did. It was great shooting people with the shotgun and watching them burst into flames. It was great. And there was nothing really more satisfying than that. And me being, you know, so big on dragons and everything, it was really cool to get that trophy. You know, I think it was like the Dragon Breath or something like that. Anyway, but again, you know, with trophies and achievements, there's like 50 something, so yeah, you guys will get your money's worth if you're looking for those, especially on here. You know, another big thing that I liked a lot was the melees. There was a lot of special melees, you know, for the enemies, and they were really awesome. Whether it was in actual melee or if it was like a slow down matrix / wanted kind of a bullet time, you know, effect, which was also really cool. There is a lot of quick time events. Well, probably I shouldn't say a lot. There's a good amount of quick time events where, you know, you have to press a button rapidly in order to do something. In this example, I use it to dig my way out of this, you know, collapsing cave basically. And, you know, that's pretty much the extent of the quick time events. There's not really anything big. You'll get a surprise enemy. I think once I got one when I was climbing a ladder. But besides that, you don't really have much to worry about for quick time events. So if you're not a big fan of those, you don't really have to worry about them. There's not a lot in here.
We too focused on the future. We don't think about the past. We just focus on the use. We don't focus on the trash.
And then on to the enjoyment side of things. So, we have zombies. We have multiplayer. We have a decent, pretty damn decent single player, I would say. So where does Treyarch go from here? There's so much about this game, you know, for $60 compared to other games. It's like, if you don't already own this game, you probably should. If you're still playing Modern Warfare 2, I beg you to stop, because there's just no reason to at this point. The multiplayer, you know, being a day old, I'm already seeing people camping and using RPGs like crazy, and I've gotten noob to more times in one game that I can count already, which is, you know, pretty ridiculous, but there's not nearly as many people doing it as opposed to Modern Warfare 2. I got you guys some arcade zombie footage, which is pretty sweet. So, you know, I mean, that's a great new addition. People love zombies in general, so bringing something new on top of what they already love is just a great way, you know, to improve that love for the company in general. And this, the arcade mode for zombies is, you know, it's really fun. You know, I love the whole top-down kind of perspective that they give to it, and you know, it's just as challenging. You know, I think even in this clip I die like twice randomly just because, you know, I'm not that great at zombies, and hell, I died. It happens, but hell, there you go. Zombies, and then multiplayer. There is so much to do with multiplayer. For anybody that's watched early videos of people that got in the game, they pretty much said everything about it. There's so much customization stuff, and the one thing I really want to talk about in general, as of right now at least, is they seem like they really nerfed Ninja. You know, reading up about Ninja until release, it seemed like Ninja was going to be, you know, the shit basically, and it's turning out that as of right now, it's just plain shit. Which sucks, because people that have the expensive headsets, you know, it's like, it doesn't matter anymore. Until you get that pro'd out, and it's, you know, it's decently hard to get pro versions of perks in this game, which is great and horrible in a way. Because, you know, I've only put a couple hours into multiplayer so far, but I'm doing pretty decently. And with the addition of the theater mode, you know, it's very promising. So, I give this game, I'm gonna have to go with a 9 out of 10, just because, you know, they can't be perfect, but this game is pretty damn close, so enjoy.